What's up, guys? It's Joe with Hendo Daily. I just got back from a week-long softball tournament down in Branson, Missouri, and holy crap, it feels good to be home, but it feels even better to come home to a new product to test out. So this is coming from Tunage. I hope I'm saying that right. I have seen their brand around in other videos as well as on Amazon, and they had reached out to me a while back and wanted to send something out. I do got to shout them out. I emailed them back and said, hey, I just need a heads up. Whatever light you're wanting to send me, does it have any magnets in it? They didn't ask any questions whatsoever. I kind of gave them a brief explanation as to why. I try to avoid them. If not, I just need to know so I can keep them, out of reach. But they immediately said, hey, the one we're going to send you does have a magnetic base, but we have a non-magnetic version as well. So they sent out the S15 with the Type-C fast charging cable. So I just pulled this out of the shipping box. We're going to go ahead and open this up together and check it out. So this slides out, and then immediately you've got business card with contact info, social media, email, all that good stuff. Then you've got the user manual, which shows a little introduction about it, the warnings, product size, operating methods. So it looks like it's got five modes. You've got moonlight, low, medium, high, and then there's a strobe that we will do later as well. And then real quick, if you want to look at all these specifications, go ahead and check it out. But main thing I wanted to look at was moonlight, 2 lumens, low mode 35, medium mode 350, high is 500, and then turbo hits you at 650 lumens. And then you can see all the run times based off of what mode you're in. Honestly, so anywhere from 4 to 40 hours based on what mode you're using, obviously. But 40 hours seems like a decent runtime for a light this small. But I don't really look at the beam distance, because when I'm using a pocket light like this or a keychain light, or like my stream light, I'm not looking at how far it's going, because 9 times out of 10 I'm using it for something quick around the house, back in the warehouse, looking in shelves, different things like that. I don't need to be able to see a whole football field away. So I'm not really looking at that when I'm looking at, an EDC light, but obviously that information is going to be on there for you. So let's go ahead and pull this out and check everything out. And then you've got your Type-C charging cable. At this point, I think I've got about 40 of these laying around, a bunch of them here in my EDC kit down in the studio, and I'm definitely not short on these. So you get your charger. All right, cool. You get a pocket clip attachment. This is probably not something I'm going to use a pocket clip on, just because of the size of it. This is something that I will end up putting on my keys, which is where the key ring comes into play. So we'll go ahead and put that on. Yeah, it seems like a pretty good size light. I don't know why I always struggle with getting these tiny key rings on, so bear with me. But it seems like a good size light. It seems like a simple enough UI. It's got one button, so let's see. Push and hold that. That looks like it puts it into high mode, which is 500 lumens, and then give it a double click, and you'll immediately go into, let's see. All right, so we got the moonlight mode, which is 2 lumens. That's gonna do basically anything I need an EDC light to do. And then you've got low mode, which is 35, medium 350, high 500. And then let me see how we do the turbo here. All right, so just a double click while it's on. So flash warning, we're gonna check out the strobe mode real quick. All right. So not bad. I guess if you're getting jumped, this could be your last ditch effort to get them off of you. And then double click right back to where it's at. So moonlight mode. Oh, I'm sorry. We got 6. What? My counting is off. Moonlight, low, medium, high, turbo, 650. And then the strobe. Looks like maybe the strobe is in the 650 lumens. Let's see. I don't see if it specifically says the lumens on the strobe, but regardless, I'd say this is a cool little light. Like, this is definitely something I'm going to throw on my keys and be a backup light, or just use it as my main light if I don't feel like throwing one in my pocket that day. But overall first impressions, sorry about that. Overall first impressions, it seems like a cool little light. Very, very small, very pocket friendly. Easy to hold on to though. It's made out of aluminum. But overall seems like a great light. So I'm not going to give, you know, too much of an opinion on it until I really get some use out of it, see how it holds up, make sure it works after, a week, a month, or whatever. But from the reviews I looked at online when they told me they were going to send this one out, a lot of positive reviews on it. So some here and there that were negative, but those could just be one-offs or just nitpicky people. But overall, reviews looked good. In hand feels good. I don't have my keys on me, or I'd put it on there, but this will probably go on my keychain, and we'll get some real-time use out of it and go from there. But this is the TUNENGE S15 keychain light. So initial out-of-the-box impressions, seems like pretty cool light. Nothing super crazy or fancy. You've got the charging port back here with a little rubber seal. So that's nice. Hopefully that holds on and stays on there. And then, yeah, that's really about it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward to the point. Very simple light, but it's going to do the job and get it done. So we'll test it out for a couple weeks, see how it holds up, see how well it does, and we'll do a follow-up review here in a couple weeks on it. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll see you in the next one.